All right, everybody, welcome back to your Midwest Ninja Series qualifier number one. Had an exciting 8 to 10-year-old division. We started off the division with a former world champion, which set a very interesting pace. Micah Daniels showed up and ended up in the random run order running first, cleared the course with 0 fails, and it set an interesting pace for the rest of the wave, but we still saw a ton of excitement, ton of fun. Got to see some new obstacles, got to see some talent from other gyms in the area. The Ninjas United showed up and showed up to play ball. There was Austin Bersham and Micah Daniel were the champions in their division, girls division, boys division for the 8 to 10. So now we're on to the 11 to 13. So the rules are a little bit different than you might be used to here at Obstacle Academy. We do some World Ninja League qualifiers. We do some recreational stuff. We obviously do Ninja Sport Network. But the rules format for us here for the Midwest Ninja Series, the MNS, the athletes have 3 falls total throughout the course, up to 3. Their fall is going to end on their 3rd fall. After the 1st and 2nd fall, they have to wait 15 seconds before retrying the obstacle that they're on, and then 3rd fall run ends. So the placement is obstacles completed, least number of falls to last clear, and then time through the last clear. So that's that. We're going to, in a couple minutes here, looks like we got about 4 minutes till we head down to the starting platform. So thanks for tuning in. If you're just tuning in, and welcome back. If you were tuned in for the first wave, we'll see you down there on the starting platform in just a couple of minutes. All right, everybody, we're back down to the starting block for our first athlete in the 11 to 13 wave. For their first MNS qualifier, we got Teddy. Teddy's on an elite team here at Obstacle Academy, so you just watched the demo video. If you were tuned in a minute or two ago on the course that they're going to have to run, certainly a more difficult course than the previous age group. Oh, so Teddy's going to have 15 seconds before he's allowed to attempt the obstacle here. It looks like he had the lache no problem, but didn't quite hang on to the hook. Yeah, it's the importance of really committing early on. But it's also the benefit of the retry system here. I know Teddy has what it takes to hang on. Looks like he under laches it just a tiny bit. Another 15 seconds. Again, this league is just sort of available to the upper half of our program here. Teddy is certainly in the upper half of the program, and I know that he can pull it through. He did burn 2 fails, which is unfortunate. Just has to hang on. Comes off a little early. Unfortunate early fail for Teddy. Not too, nothing to be ashamed of, though. Really, really tough. Really tough course, tough league. We got Mr. Diego. He's got a face tattoo. His parents must have signed off for him to get that. I know that there are rules for, I think there are rules for how young you can get a tattoo. That must have hurt. That had to have hurt. I have a couple tattoos myself, and I don't know if I'm bold enough to get a face tattoo yet, but I guess Diego's a bolder man than I. On to obstacle number 2. So we saw Teddy struggle with this one a little bit. I know after the walkthrough video, Diego, after he saw the walkthrough video, he was telling me, I really don't like the one arm swing, the gibbon tech we call it here. The gibbon swings, like the gibbon monkey, who they swing from one arm. But Diego made it look pretty easy. I don't know what he was worried about. Now he still has a whole course to run. He's got a little under 3 minutes. And he's 3 obstacles deep. On to this one. This one is significantly more difficult than the last age group as well. Last age group had 2 rings and then a triangle and then a trapeze bar. 3 triangles is certainly a more difficult ask. But again, it's sort of just an availability to our kind of upper half of the program. So we're gonna see some difficult obstacles. We're gonna see some crazy talent. We always do. This obstacle here is pretty tricky. This is the singular kind of endurance based one that they have. It looks like Diego is probably just opened up the beta on that obstacle. So there is a cliffhanger ledge that they're allowed. But Diego trusts his Lachey more than he trusted the strength on the cliffhanger. I do agree with the decision making there. Now he has a massive Lego Lachey. And I think he has what it takes. So if you look closely, if you were to just scroll backward a little bit and look closely, he had both hands on it, but it looks like one of his hands wasn't fully wrapped around the wings of the Lego. So knowing that he has the Lachey capability and getting that first try, on this obstacle out of the way. Just has to trust his Lachey capability. Massive. The dismount is also massive. He's got a little under a minute and he has 2 obstacles left. Certainly possible. So he is on to the ring. Direction change. Really is attacking. I like to see this pace out of Diego. He's got about 35 seconds and 1 obstacle left. Insanely difficult last obstacle. So he's allowed all parts of this wingnut shaped hold. It'll be interesting. So he opts for a traditional wingnut style grab. We could see our first clear. Even though he has that single fail, we could see our first clear on the obstacle. Maybe he'll go for a wingnut style catch again. He just comes up short, and that's going to be it for his time. But what an outstanding run out of Diego. Running real early in the run order, getting all the way to the last hold. Fantastic run out of Mr. Diego. You'd love to see him out here competing. He's been in the game for a long time. On the starting platform now, we got Grace. Grace, another elite level athlete. Always puts together outstanding performances. This will certainly be a test. It's going to be the most difficult course these guys have run in quite a while. It starts off tricky. This huge claw Lachey. And even this obstacle too, granted it's half lower body, it is a Lachey to a trampoline. Which you can see Grace kind of manipulating her posture to change her position within the air. Little double bounce on the trampoline. Onto the triangles. Putting together an excellent pace so far. Something about Grace too is Grace trains hard. In between tries, I'll see her in practice. There's just no time in between tries. She'll try, and then if she doesn't get it, it's immediately back up onto the starting platform. And she kind of takes that same attack always behavior when she runs courses too. You don't see her standing around, and even individual movements. There's an explosivity and kind of a deliberate forward travel the entire time. So we'll see if she inherits. Nope, she's not going to take Diego's beta on the skip. She's opting for this really tough cliffhanger hold. It's a smart match. You could see her kind of kip weight upward toward the cliffhanger before matching. Clean dismount, just under 2 minutes left and 3 obstacles to do. The distance between the rings that she's on and the Lego that she has to lâcher to is huge. You can see where her feet are relative to the Lego, even as she swings all the way forward. So she did touch the Lego, which means she has the capability to get that far. But again, she has to wait for the entire reset timer before attempting. This huge amount of time in the air. Massive lâcher. Looks like she just came up short again. Certainly has enough time to get this point, but it's going to take some commitment. Huge lâcher. That time she actually got both hands onto the Lego. Fully commits on the third try. Excellent job out of Grace. Now on the starting platform, we have Mr. Caleb King. Mr. Caleb King had his brother run earlier, Moose. It's a real interesting start to course. Looks like they have it pretty much unlocked now. Textbook direction change on those rings. Big jump up, quick handful of chalk. Onto the triangular holds. These things are just far enough apart to where, you know, they're not free, and you'll actually see what Caleb just did is really a non-rookie move. As he lâchered to the last triangle, he set himself up in this sort of side-to-side swing, and that gives him a head start on changing directions for the dismount. Because the dismount is, you have the 3 triangles and then the dismount. The dismount is no easier than the lâchers from triangle to triangle. Traveling down the grip line. We'll see whether he takes the cliffhanger route. Yep, I would imagine him too. Caleb's a strength-based. I think of the 3 sort of general disciplines with speed, you could consider one, and then technical movement, you could consider one, and then strength, I suppose you could consider one. I would say that his strength bar is the highest in the 3 faculties. Big lâcher here. We saw Diego catch this thing. He was in the air for a long time. We'll see if... So King absolutely had the distance. The further that thing is away, really it becomes more precise. The wings of the Lego, if you can see on the left and right of it, the wings are... They're really just a little wider than your hand is. So you have to be precise, which it means not only do you have to put yourself in the correct position to catch it and withstand the impact, but you have to put yourself in the right space relative to the Lego. So a lot that goes into it. And you have to be strong enough to hang on. And you have to do it in competition late into the course. So King's got about 50 seconds left. I know he has the capability to do this. It makes it harder every try that you do. Oh, he catches it. Takes a pro peel on the Lego. Awesome job out of Mr. Caleb. It's like maybe just a little bit upset. But he shouldn't be. It's an awesome run. We're going to see one of his teammates run now.
Did you hear me?
Mr. Isaiah. Isaiah is an absolute powerhouse. Can generate power like crazy. Real strength based, but also really, really powerful. You'll notice it kind of throughout his run. Watch how quickly he goes from a small amount of swing to a large amount of swing, just on sort of sheer pull mixed with some gymnastic movement. You can see it right there on his backswing. Zero issue. Big jump right up on top of the block. Quick shakeout. I like that he does this. He's got a whole family of ninjas. Big Lachey's up. Onto the third triangle. Starts that side to side that he saw his teammate, a couple of his teammates do earlier. Two minutes, 20 seconds left. Takes a little bit of a rest. He's pretty seasoned, pretty mature in the athletic regard. What he's doing is he's investing. He's investing in the later game obstacles by taking that rest. So there aren't any clears yet. He knows a clear is probably going to go a long way. No fails yet either. Minute 45 left. 3 obstacles. If he could catch this Lego right away and avoid having to build swing up more than one time for more than one attempt here, it would go a long way, but it looks as like his right hand just barely missed. So we're going to see another attempt. It's waiting for the countdown. Power is a non-issue here. Minute 15. He knows he can catch this thing. He had both hands on. One was just a little offset. No problem. You love to see it. We're going to see another attempt at the last 2 obstacles in the course. Just under a minute. I'd like to see him get through this technical one real quick so he can take a breath before the final obstacle, but there isn't going to be a ton of time. Got about 35 seconds. He almost has to go. I don't think he'll be able to wait much longer here. He's going to have to get right onto it. So we saw in the previous, he's allowed the whole structure. He's allowed all the grabbable parts of this component, both of them. And so we saw Diego grab the first one wingnut style. Does he have the strength? Oh, he's just a little offset. Another athlete deep into the course. Outstanding performance out of Mr. Isaiah. On the starting platform now, we have Finna. There goes Finna. Dumps herself through the first obstacle. Still clears it. No problem on obstacle number 2. Claw hook trick. It's crazy as the years go on. That claw hook move would have been one of the last obstacles you would see in a Pro Division course. You know, you're flying through the air with this weird shape, hooking it on a bar, and now it's the second obstacle in the 11 to 13-year-old group. Goes Finna onto the triangles, cooking right along, making really good time. Excellent work. She really hucks for those dismounts. She gets there. See, that's smart what she did. Pulling up to the cliffhangers here. Finna's real strong too. Used a little bit of extra strength maybe that she didn't want to, but most of the way through the grip line here. Not going for the skip. Going for the cliffhanger. Those cliffhangers are hard. Doesn't quite make it. She steps down. Again, that's such a hard place to fall because, you know, you do 90% of the one of the hardest physical obstacles. And if you miss the dismount, you know, it's really like doing this obstacle twice. Again, pulling up into it. Cooking right along. Just has to match on this cliffhanger and get the dismount. A little bit tricky. I'd almost like to see her try the skip that we saw a couple of times. If, you know, rather than trying to match on that last hold.
Slow them down in the opposite direction next time. Closest to the athlete first. Thank you.
I like that she's generating swing a little bit better and more aggressively right off the cuff here. She's kind of mapped out her reaches at this point, but she has to be tired. She could secure this point. If she dismounts from this jug, she could secure the point, but she's still going to opt for the cliffhanger reach. One really hard match. Can she do it? Just barely. Looks like she got her hand kind of tangled up on the bottom of the cliff. Awesome run out of Finna, though. We're going to head back down to the starting platform for Mr. Aaron Clark. So he's confirming just a couple more questions from Coach Skinny. Confirming some questions. Aaron's an outstanding athlete, elite team. He's made his way all throughout the program. Looks like he's trying something a little bit different. Oh, he just likes. Looks like he just switched the hook. So they're only allowed the claw hook on the bar. Aaron just comes up a hair short, which is totally fine. It's got the reset. As long as he can maintain a plan, maintain composure. I like this better here, just jumping one hand to the ring, knowing he's going to swing off of his right hand anyway. Nice little hip pop here. Excellent. Oh, he had the hook on. Just got to stay relaxed. Just got to stay calm. Again, it's definitely going to be a trickier course than he's used to. You can see him doing a little calming, little self-talk. Looks like he's switching to Lachey off of the other hand. His Lachey was perfect. His last Lachey was perfect. Looks like he just... Come on, Aaron. Oh, he comes up a little short. Looks like he's a little bit mad, handing off the cane to Coach Skinny. Awesome try out of Aaron. Up next, we have Keith Gambiani. Gives a thumbs up over to the camera. Keith out onto the course. Seen Keith compete here quite a bit. He always does great. Into the 11 to 13 division here, the Midwest Ninja Series. No issue obstacle 1, no issue obstacle 2. Looks like he likes to Lachey to the left a little bit more comfortably than to the right. Saw him switch around. Kind of a nice calm pace. Isn't doing anything extreme, just kind of one calm move at a time. One real secure catch at a time. Calms himself too. No falls to this point. 2 minutes and 10 seconds left. Excellent decision to skip that cliffhanger. It is a really big move. The camera definitely doesn't do it justice. The width of the Lachey. If they're Lacheying toward you, it's tough to tell. Massive, massive Lego Lachey. We haven't seen anybody clean it just quite like this. Keith's got it. Fantastic work so far out of Keith Gambiani. So he picks up the first fall. It's kind of a strange move. Got a minute and 20 seconds, 2 obstacles left. That was his first fall, so got over a minute here. Got to figure out this move. Kind of a lot that goes into it. If you're just allowed feet on the bottom portion, hands on the rings, and then it's just a really strange direction change that's tough to fully pre-plan for. So he ended up in kind of a dead hang situation, but was able to build momentum just fine. So probably going to have time for one really solid try. You can see him just calm himself here. Gave himself 35 seconds. Really, really tricky last obstacle. This is opting for the wingnut style approach. 25 seconds. Looks like he's trying to set himself up to lean into it. And we have a nice, perfect catch. He's got 15 seconds to go. Outstanding, outstanding run out of Mr. Gambiani. Fantastic work. You can see him set himself up. Perfect catch on down to the bar. Back down to the starting platform. We've got Ravon. There he is. Looks like he misstepped on the very first step there. Totally fine. We got the retry system. So we know the course is possible. Even with the singular fail. It's like Ravon touched the block again. Like to see him calm down just a little bit and go straight forward. I made that same mistake twice. Clean, clean. Keep those feet on there. Clean, nice work. Little bit choppy in the beginning. He burned 2 falls, unfortunately, so the next fall will end the run, but if he fully commits on this move here, unhook, rehook. Oh, I do like that he took the extra swing because he wasn't lined up. A nice try out of Ravon. Unfortunate to use the first 2 falls in the first obstacle, but way to come back and get it on the third try. Up next, we got Violet. We got to see Fiona Violet's sister run earlier. She put together an outstanding run, went down, I believe, on the Lego lane. Chalking up, asking 1 or 2 more last questions. Cleared right through the first obstacle. Into the claw hook hop tech. Big unhook, big single hand swing. Looks like she recognized that she didn't quite have the swing. Burned 1 fail. I'd like to see her be just a little bit more aggressive here. Violet's on an elite team. Certainly capable of this move. It's one thing to be capable of it, though it really is a different element to Ninja, is competing and doing this stuff in competition. She's coming up just a little bit short again. I know she has the power and swing capability. I'd like to see her take a big, long, slow breath right here. Had a couple falls kind of early on this claw move. Two minutes left. If she can complete this, she can still get pretty deep into the course. It'd be tough to full clear after this, but she just needs to generate more power here. More, and then a big solid unhook. No, she's going to need more power. Hope she doesn't unhook here. Just pulls back. Great try out of Violet. I'm sure she'll be excited to project that move throughout the week. Up next, we got Sawyer. Sawyer, we've seen compete here quite a bit. I like that she stepped back onto the starting platform after she didn't fully feel comfortable on that first foot. That was a smart move. We did see some fails on that first obstacle. Excellent work out of Sawyer on obstacle number 2. Onto the trampoline. Just under 3 minutes left. Seems like light work for Sawyer on the triangles. Setting up the direction change. Needs to cut. She's struggling a little bit setting up the sideways dismount. Excellent job. So it's going to be up to the judge. It looks like it was a clear on the triangle obstacle and a failure on the cliffhanger lane, which is good quick mental work from the judge there, understanding that she cleared onto the block, but then ended up falling forward. And it's also probably very smart on Sawyer to tuck herself into a little ball like that and get through that front plane of the block. Got a minute and a half left. Has just that one fall, opting for the big dismount instead of the Excellent, excellent job. Like another NU crew athlete. Massive, massive Lego Lachey. I think we saw only one athlete flash it, and it was our athlete who got the full clear. Sawyer had the distance. Maybe it would be nice to have a little bit more height, and an even later Lachey might work out better. You can see our coach in the background there giving a little advice. Looks like he's gesturing up. Building up swing again. Can she secure the catch? Missed with one hand. It's an awesome job out of Sawyer. Excellent run. Headed back down to the starting platform, we have Obstacle Academy native Marge. Marge Larson. Ready to run the course?
Okay.
Margarine on the move. Marge has competed in a ton of Ninja Warrior comps. Oh, she had it. Looks like she came off just a little bit weird. 100% has the capability to do this move. Little hook hop into the rings. Builds the swing up again. Perfect on hook. Perfect Lachey. Oh, wow! That was absolutely insane. It's probably worth looking at that real quick. You can see she kicks forward here. Unhook. The cane lands on top of the bar and then pops forward. Absolutely insane. Now she's onto the triangles. Just has that one fall and over 2 minutes left. You can see her Lachey slightly to the side, so now she has that very, very soft left to right swing. Uses it to pull through for an early dismount. Signs of a seasoned athlete. Quick bump over. Into the grip zone. Probably feels right at home. The style of obstacle, another real strength-based obstacle, and matching onto the cliffhanger like it's no issue. Fantastic work so far. 1:20 left, one fail, 3 obstacles to go. Huge, huge Lachey. She got to see some teammates do it earlier. Has the height, probably a little bit more than enough height, but not quite enough distance. So she'll have enough time for this obstacle. It's going to be tough to clear this one and the next one. But I've seen crazy stuff before. Got Marge onto the last couple obstacles here. Feet on shield. Got her hands on the rings. She's going to have to dismount like now. 3, 2, 1. Did she get the point? Absolutely, she did. What an awesome finish from Marge. just times out, securing the last point that she could have gotten. Fantastic run out of Marge. You love to see it. Up next, we have Josie. Getting
Ask Alice if Maggie got that before,
getting down to the end of the run order here.
because that one didn't send.
Nice save on the balance. Excellent. It's tough. It's nice to get that out of the way. Josie's onto the claw hook obstacle. Saw a lot of falls here. It's crazy because some, if they're lined up, it seems really easy. If they can be calm and commit to the unhook, it seems like a breeze. Like to see Josie have a little bit more side to side on the unhook. Looks like she's just kind of swinging straight back. There we go. Probably spends a little bit too much energy for the one arm swings. Gonna have to do some shaking out here because that was quite a few swings. And when you're doing something dynamic here under pressure, you probably hold your breath a little bit. Gonna have to catch her breath. She's got to see quite a few athletes kind of unlock it. Hopefully she was watching the angle they were swinging at. Looks like she's starting to swing at the angle a little bit more comfortably. Nice unhook. Still letting go a little bit early. But she certainly has the strength to do it. She's got 2 falls. So the next fall will end the run. Maybe if she takes another breath here. Maybe holds up a tiny bit higher on the cane. Massive amount of swing in a real quick match is what it's going to take. Struggling just a little bit to unhook it again. Has the swing. Just about. Nice try out of Josie. She'll probably be excited to try to master that throughout the week now that the competition's over. Up next, we got Aiden. Aiden onto the course. Little crossover step. Aiden's a fantastic athlete. Lachey's a little bit early. I'd like to see him go higher. Waiting patiently. Really standing by. Back up onto the obstacle. Ready to compete. He had a perfect unhook. He may have Lachey just a little bit early. I like that he took the extra swing, but still wasn't quite lined up. Gonna have to dig kind of deep here. Here he goes, building it up. Kind of a lot that goes into it, sort of like a multitask type of obstacle with the unhook, rehook. Just comes up a hair short. Nice try out of Aiden. Up next, we have Caleb. Caleb onto the course. Excellent job on the claw hook. Shifts it right over. Textbook. Onto the direction change. Really excellent work getting on there and changing directions right away. You can see the coordination between upper and lower body to change his swing angle. Lines it back up. Catches real close on an unfamiliar hold. When you are Lachey into an unfamiliar hold, it's You tend to overdo it a little bit. Now he's got his swing design changed here. Awesome job again. He cleared the triangles, but failed the grip obstacle. So he does have that one technical fail, but still looking really good. The biggest disadvantage in that situation is the time loss. You know, he didn't really exert more energy by trying most of an obstacle and then falling. He just didn't secure the dismount. I got a minute and 45 seconds left. Huge Lachey, you can see Judge Skinny's there with the spot. As if Judge Skinny could catch this kid. You see rip, man, look at him. There he is, nice catch. Kind of a close one, he's able to keep his feet up. Still has plenty of time, even with that one technical fail, he still has plenty of time in an otherwise really clean run. So we'll see. We had Mr. Gambiani open this one up for everybody. We'll see which parts of the hold he opts to hang on to. He's putting together a stellar run so far. Looks like he's shifting to the side, opting for a wingnut style catch. Again, it's really hard to figure out or decide, so you'll want that to be in front of you, and it looks like he's set up for it. Oh, he had it, too. He's going to have maybe just enough time for a last try, maybe. He's got 18 seconds. He's really going to be allowed a single backswing maybe on each component. He's going to have to kick huge and go. If he links, there is a chance. If he links, there is a chance. So he does catch it. He has to link the dismount right here. 2, 1. Oh, he times out by just a second. What an outstanding run. What an outstanding run. That was great. Cool to see, fun to watch.
Everything went perfectly.
Right, we're going to take 1 minute or 2 minutes here to double, triple, quadruple check our scores, put together a podium, and then we will see you back on the floor in a couple minutes to hand out some trophies. Thanks for tuning in. All right, everybody. Looks like all the scores are tallied up. Ooh, look at that big old group of athletes. Fantastic, fantastic runs. We had that whole division was full of excitement. Third place for the girls, we got Sawyer. Earns her little bronze Lego. Second place, the ladies, where we have a silver Lego for Grace. And Marge up there, champion status. Big gold Lego. Handing out fist bumps all around. Boom, nice job out of the gals. Mr. Diego earning third place. Here comes the bronze Lego. That face tattoo still healing. And then we have Caleb. Fantastic run. Just timed out at the very last second. With Keith Gambiani. Competed here a ton. I've seen him over the years. Kind of watching him get taller and taller every time. Earned himself the gold OA Lego. Fantastic work. Thanks for hanging out for qualifier number 1, everybody. Tune in again. We have another 2 divisions to get through, the adult and the pro. Thanks for tuning in for our Midwest Ninja Series qualifier number 1. We will see you soon.